Good evening everyone, and welcome. Tonight we have a very special program all about one of the most iconic and fascinating animals on our planet, the lion. For thousands of years, lions have captivated our imagination and represented courage, strength, and leadership. But did you know that lions now face an uncertain future? In this documentary, we'll learn all about these majestic creatures and the challenges they face in the wild. Lions once roamed across much of Europe, Africa, and Asia in their millions. Fossil evidence shows that over 2,000 years ago, around 1 million lions lived across a vast range that stretched from Greece and Spain, all the way through the Middle East and into India. Lions were truly the kings of the plains and forests. But their numbers have declined dramatically. Today, there are estimated to be less than 32,000 lions remaining in the wild. That's a decline of over 99% from their historic populations. What happened? Habitat loss is a huge reason for the decline. As human populations expanded, we converted lands for agriculture and settlements. Lions lost access to the plains, grasslands and woodlands they require to thrive. Conflicts with humans also rose, as lions sometimes preyed on livestock when natural prey became scarce near villages. In some areas, lions were actively hunted for sport or due to perceived threats to people. Diseases transmitted from domestic animals have also impacted lions. Perhaps the biggest cause of decline, however, has been poaching. Lions are still killed for their bones, claws and skins, which are used in traditional medicines or decorations, despite international bans on trade. Their shrinking range means isolated populations are also at higher risk of inbreeding and loss of genetic diversity. Here in Africa, the epicenter of the lion population decline has been West Africa. Scientists believe that West Africa may have held over 250,000 lions just 2 centuries ago. But today, it's believed there are less than 250 lions remaining, if any at all. The widespread civil unrest, loss of habitat to agriculture and poaching for the body parts trade have decimated West African lion numbers. Further east in Central and East Africa, lion populations have fared better, with strong numbers still present in Tanzania, Uganda and parts of South Africa. But even these larger populations face mounting threats as habitat loss expands. Over in Asia, the last remaining lions are the Asiatic or Indian lions found in a small region of western India in the Gir forest. Numbering around 650 animals today, the Asian lion faces an uncertain future confined to just one location. Any outbreak of disease could potentially wipe them out. They face constant threats from poaching, and conflicts do occur as the lions range outside the protected forest area at times. Their small, isolated population also impacts genetic diversity and long-term viability. It's believed Asian lions may have once ranged across the Middle East and into Eastern Europe, but they have lost over 99% of their historic range on the continent. So let's move our focus now to learning more about lions themselves and their remarkable biology, behavior and social structures. Lions are the second largest big cats in the world, after tigers. Males, known as lions, can reach up to 550 pounds and stand over 4 feet tall at the shoulder. Females or lionesses are smaller, averaging between 250 to 400 pounds. Lions have a prominent tufted tail that aids in communication and balance. Their fur color ranges from buff to tawny, sometimes taking on a golden hue. But one of the most striking features of male lions is their mane, the thick, shaggy coat of hair that grows around their head and neck. A lion's mane starts to develop around 2 years of age as they become sexually mature. The thickness and color of the mane is influenced by age and genetics, but it also varies depending on a lion's condition, nutrition levels and testosterone. Darker, thicker manes are seen as more attractive and masculine by females. Manes serve several purposes. They make the male appear larger and more intimidating to rivals. They also protect the neck during fights. Interestingly, research shows that female lions actually have a preference for mates with the darkest, fullest manes. Studies found lionesses mated and conceived more frequently with darker maned males, showing how important features like the mane play in sexual selection.